Hey y'all, welcome back to Memaw's house. Today we're baking a homemade lemon meringue pie. This is the easy version because I'm starting with a pie crust mix. Now normally I would make my pie crust from scratch, but this mix works just as well. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons thereabout of cold water and get that mixed mostly. I don't have to mix it all together. We don't want to do too much to our pie crust because it would make it tough. We don't need a tough pie crust. We want a flaky pie crust. So we're going to get just the water just mixed to it. My little bit of flour I have over here on the side, I'm going to use to dust my countertop so that I can just press my pastry together. Now you can go even easier than this and buy a pre-made pie crust, which is just as good. But I'm going to go ahead and press this together and get it rolled out and get it into my pie pan. So let's listen to some pie making music and we're going to get this crust put together. Now that it's rolled out to the thickness that I want, and I can see from using my pie plate that it's the size that I need, I'm going to fold it into quarters and get it into my pie plate. We're keeping things simple today. You don't need anything fancy. I'm not doing anything fancy with my crust. I'm getting it into the pie pan and I'm going to get it folded over neatly. It has to be neat, but it doesn't have to be pretty. It's just a few pantry staples we're going to use, some fresh lemons and a little bit of love because we're bringing a little sunshine into the kitchen with this classic that feels just like spring. So I made this for my Easter dinner, but you can make it for any dinner and it's delicious as your dessert. So let's get our crust into the pan. Like I said, doesn't have to be pretty, it just have to be in there. We're going to go ahead and get it in and we're going to blind bake it. So I have my handy dandy piece of aluminum foil that I use for my blind baking and my pinto beans. I'm going to just put this down because we don't want our pie crust to fold over and do all the fun stuff that it's been known to do if you don't put something in it to weigh it down. Now, if you're fancy, you can use some pie weights, but I'm not fancy. I just got some pinto beans. Let's go into a 400-degree oven because that's what this package called for, and we're going to bake it for about 15 minutes. Now, here are the ingredients that we'll be using to make the lemon filling. A cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1½ cups of water, 2 lemons, the juice and the zest, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 4 egg yolks. We're going to save the white for the meringue. So let's get our lemons zested and juiced. Now I'm going to zest one more lemon so that I can put a little bit of zest in my meringue because I want my meringue to have a lemony taste as well. Now you know it's easier to juice a lemon once you've zested it. It's not as easy to zest a lemon if you've juiced it. So make sure you zest your lemons first and then it's time to juice. Now let's separate our eggs. Now I have my handy dandy egg separator here that I got from on sale somewhere. And I love this little thing because it does make separating the yolks from the whites very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 4 eggs separated out. Now my eggs are all separated. I got my whites in here and my yolks in my bowl, and my crust is all baked. So let's get that out so that we can cool it, and now we'll start with the filling. In my heavy bottom saucepan, I already have my flour. I've added my sugar, and I'm going to go ahead and measure out my cornstarch, and then I'll add a pinch of salt. I'll get that on the stove, add my water, and on a low heat, I'm going to stir in all of those ingredients until they're mixed well. Now that that's mixed pretty well, I'm going to go ahead and add my lemon zest and juice and get that stirred in as well. I did turn my eye up to a medium heat, and now that it's kind of bubbling, I'm going to stir my egg yolks and temper my egg yolks. Now, when I say temper my egg yolks, that means that I'm going to add a little bit of the hot liquid into the egg yolks just to make them kind of a warmer temperature so that when they go into the hot liquid, it won't have a curdling effect. So it won't be like I'm scrambling my eggs because now the eggs are a little bit warmer from having added the hot liquid. I hope that makes sense to you. So I've added a little bit of the hot liquid to the cold eggs or the room temperature eggs, and now I'm adding that into the rest of the hot liquid. Get that stirred up because now it's going to become very thick or a nice thick consistency. And you'll only keep it on the eye for a couple of minutes until it reaches the thick consistency that we're looking for. And that happens very quickly, so don't take your eye off of it. See, it's done. So it's ready to go into the warm pie crust. And you see the consistency that it is, and that's what we want, a nice, thick, puddingy consistency. Lemon meringue pies threaten a lot of good cooks. Don't be threatened by it. Just go on and do your thing. Whisk it in. Make sure you're whisking it good. And now get it into your pie pan. And we'll make some meringue to go on top. Now in the bowl that I had my lemon juice in, I'm going to go ahead and add my egg whites. The egg whites and the eggs, like I mentioned before, were at room temperature. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla, and this is just clear imitation vanilla. And then I will add my sugar. I'm going to whip that in. And get that mixed well, and then add my cream of tartar. Cream of tartar is used to stabilize the egg whites because when you get them nice and stable, you don't want them to break, which means they will fall apart. We don't want them falling apart. We want them to stay nice and full and all in one piece. See how nice and full and all in one piece your meringues are. I'm going to add a little of the lemon zest, the extra lemon zest that I had left behind, and then the rest of it I will put on top of the pie as a little bit of a decoration. So let's whisk this in and get ready to spread our meringue on the warm custard. Make sure you seal those edges to the crust. That helps keep everything right where it belongs. Then once you get your meringue onto your pie, you will pop it into an oven for just a few minutes until the top turns a light golden brown. Now this is the kind of dessert that brings everybody to the table. It's fresh, it's comforting, and it feels like springtime at home. If you tried this recipe, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear how it turned out for you, because my people certainly did enjoy this. Now that my meringue is put together and I have a little bit of lemon zest on it, let's get it in the oven for a few minutes. And y'all, look at it. She is delicious. Now, while this cools a little bit, let me show you what I did with the children's Easter baskets. And there it is. Let's go ahead and get our pie cut because now it has cooled a little bit and it's ready to go. So I'm just going to cut a little piece if I can get it out without it being messy. Let's go ahead and get it put on the plate, and here it is. After it cools and sets, you'll have a perfect slice. I didn't let mine cool and set, but it is bright, creamy lemon with that soft, sweet meringue on top. It is a great spring dessert. And if you enjoy cooking, baking, and making memories with family, don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back to Memaw's house again real soon. Until next time, take care of your people and keep something sweet in the oven. Y'all be blessed. Bye.